Next up, we got mossy cobblestone. Now, this, this, if I remember correctly, used to be like one of the more rare blocks in the game. If you had a stack of these, you were pretty much king. But now it's not quite the case anymore. This block went from being the hero to being zero because you could just craft it. Um, I mean, it looks like mossy cobblestone. Very, very nice if you're decorating like a castle. You want to make it look aged. I don't hate it. I don't like it either. It's in between. I'm glad it exists. Obsidian. Ooh. Now, this block is the toughest block, or I think it used to be the toughest block in the game. It's a very easy. If you're very late in the game, this block can easily be obtained. It's used to make nether portals. It is essential, pretty much, for Minecraft survival. Definitely a block to have on hand. Purpur. Alright, let's be honest. When's the last time you built with any of these blocks? Like, oh, I can't say I ever have. Well, it just doesn't match with anything. You can't really, like, it's very difficult to use this in, like, even in a real life scenario. Like, it can look good, but honestly, it only looks amazing with one other block, and that is endstone. I mean, that looks good, but that's about it. This block is made out of endgame items. Just nobody has this. So yeah, I kind of feel obligated to not give it anything. Ah, yes, I've already voiced my opinion in this regard, actually. Yep. With that being said, I do like the textures. It's just I don't like them. They're not very useful. Up next is cobblestone stairs. This is just like very cheap. It uses cobblestone. Yeah. I keep on putting cobblestone in S tier. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna continue with the face. Although, when's the last time you ever put cobblestone stairs on anything besides something that you wanted to make it cheap? Cobblestone stairs is kind of like the block that you need if you're lazy. Works as a great temporary block, but that's about it. Ice. Ice is fascinating me. Not just because, I mean, like, its use cases are it can melt into water, you can slide on it, and boats go absolute zoom on these things, but it's so difficult to obtain in survival. And you usually need a lot of it for some of the projects that you want to do. So, yeah. But it's always been fascinating to me, because I've always wanted ice in all of my worlds. I just haven't been able to obtain them. Snow. Okay. Here's a bit of a life hack. Snows are the cheapest blocks that you can make. And let me show you. Carved pumpkins gotta be somewhere in here. Right. That creates those blocks. Those blocks can be instant mined with, like, any shovel. Let's use, like, an iron shovel. Just... Ah, yes, that's what I'm talking about. If you get the snow golem to stand in one place, like... Boom, that's like 9 blocks. So yeah, these are a ridiculous item. Now, snow is very good for other reasons, though. It actually looks pretty decent, and the snow block form doesn't melt, meaning that its use cases are very good. I honestly gotta say it's an S tier, because it's so you're able to mass produce it so easily. I have a huge respect for snow. Clay. Yes, this block exists. You can make bricks from it. Which, I put bricks in S tier, I think. Yeah, right there. But I don't ever care too much for clay blocks. Yeah. There's plenty of other gray blocks out there that you can obtain. Pumpkins. And the entire pumpkin family. These are very great for villager trading. Or so I've heard. I've never been able to really utilize it enough for villager trading, but I hear it's very good. I'm gonna put these here. This is insanely useful. As well, you've seen me just spawn a snow golem, but there's also iron golems. You can spawn a lot with it. Also, yes, I did change my skin. Jack-o'-lanterns. These are just a cheap light source. Yeah, there's better light sources out there. Alright, let's see. What's next? Netherrack. Okay, netherrack looks like a bunch of guts. Yeah. It's a very ugly block. Nobody wants this in their builds. However, it's very useful for creating nether bricks, and if you light something on fire on top of it, assuming that fire tick is on, that fire will never go away. Meaning that it's basically an infinite fuel source, but for fire, and not for furnaces. That's a bit ironic. They don't have nether furnaces in this game yet. With that being said, this block is still noticeably ugly, so C tier. Soul Sand. This block is useful for bubble elevators, which I just remembered were a thing. Did I rank magma blocks somewhere around here yet? I don't remember. It's been a while. Anyways, so because I'm only putting it up there because of elevators. And I guess the texture looks kind of cool. Can soul soil be used in elevators? I forget. Soul soil's actually better because it's a full block, and you can run on both of them using soul speed. So yeah. Very useful blocks, especially for making very long pathways. Basalt. Um, I've seen basalt farms before, but that's about the only use case I can see for these. They do make a very cool pillar that I can't ever seem to be able to use. I mean, it looks like a burnt tree. But nonetheless, I like this, and I kind of wish I used it more. It looks very... Yeah, I really wish I used this block more. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to put its polished basalt over here. Because they do look like genuinely cool blocks. Smooth basalt? Oh my goodness, I forgot about this thing. I don't know if I like its texture as much. I think I'm gonna give this a C. Glowstone. Glowstone can make redstone lamps. Glowstone is also a very cheap fuel source, or not fuel source, a light source that you can make. You can even buy the blocks from villagers. Very useful. You can make potions with this block. This block has many... This block is very useful. You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm actually going to put it on a glow item frame. Why? Because I don't know. Now, I will say this block is kind of ugly, though. Stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, cracked stone bricks, chiseled stone bricks. This is essential if you're making a basic castle, if you're making a foundation for a house. Like, the uses for these go on and on. S tier. They're in their rightful place. It's just, I like the stone brick texture. I like the color. It's essential for castle builds. It's, yeah. Packed mud. This block exists, and I've never used it, and that is a very satisfying sound. That was extremely satisfying. Right. Mud bricks. Oh, they ruined the sound with these. F. I base those off of sound. I don't know why. Oh. I don't know what it is. I just love stone bricks in general. And deep slate bricks are well within that family. The cracked variety I'm not the biggest fan of. For either of those, I guess. But man. Deep slate tiles look great. Chiseled deep slate. I'm never going to use chiseled deep slate in my life. I only put in A tier because it's related to deep slate. Reinforced deep slate. This exists. It's basically a cool looking deep slate pillar that, I don't know if you can obtain this block in survival, but if you can, then, like, this is a cool... I find this block interesting. I think it could potentially become a new portal block, which I am more than willing to have. Melon. Melons just aren't as cool as pumpkins. I'm gonna leave it there. Change my mind. Brick stairs. Instant S tier. They are related to bricks. Bricks are amazing. Make a house out of them. I made my first house out of bricks. Stone bricks, same thing. Just, yeah. Alright, sound test these. They ruin the sound. Mycelium! Oh, these blocks can grow mushrooms on them. And that's about it. They look kind of ugly and they produce particles. There's an entire island made out of it. With that being said, the Mycelium Island is actually pretty cool. And I can appreciate the fact that no mobs spawn on it. Meaning that, yeah, I like Mycelium. Nether bricks. Oh boy. The nether brick family. We're going here, aren't we? Did I rate nether bricks yet? Ah, I see. I don't know. Now that I think about it, that's kind of unfair. You can make some really cool looking builds with these. Not gonna lie though, the fortress kind of looks ugly. Oh, crap. I think it was fair to adjust the position there. Endstone. Endstone is literally the only reason I could ever like Purpur. I think these blocks are fascinating to me. They look kind of like moon, earth, I guess. I just really wish I really wish I could do more with these blocks, because they have a genuinely interesting color. And they're kind of fascinating to me. Also, wouldn't it be cool if they kind of glowed? They feel like they should be a color that glows. Sandstone stairs. For a second I thought this was endstone stairs, but no. Let's see, how did I rate other sandstone? And I'm gonna have to expand the graph. Why did I place a grass block there? How long has that grass block even been in my inventory? Oh, boy. Blocks of emeralds. We've already rated other mineral blocks. With that being said, this is an S tier block. Because to villagers, which is like my favorite trading system in the game. That was close. To villagers, these mean that you are rich. That's right, you are the Elon Musk of Minecraft, if you have emeralds. Ooh, oak stairs. Um... Okay, dark oak. Alright, maybe I should talk about it a little bit. Dark oak makes a very good roof. Yeah. In fact, I did not use dark oak there. uh, oh. Contrasting colors, but they actually look decent. Um, right here? I don't know about crimson in general. I think it's too purplish to be crimson, if that makes sense. Oh, we're getting into quartz. I like chiseled quartz. But not that much. It's always fun to build with quartz. And you know that the build's gonna look good. This quartz is just a very good way of making your build look good. This is just a normal block of quartz. In fact, you can even see my usage of quartz around the building. I just like quartz. It's a very good block. What's more to say about it? White terracotta. Let's be honest, whenever you use terracotta in a build, I mean, white terracotta, it doesn't look ugly. It looks actually like human skin, like a very pasty human skin. Definitely not Steve level. Honestly, not much to say here. It's white terracotta, I guess. Let's continue on with the terracotta family. Orange. Yuck, there's an entire biome made out of that. uh, Magenta? This exists. Like, light blue, yellow, pink. It actually looks decent. Gray, light gray. Wait, this is gray. That's not gray. I'm not colorblind. This is brown. Alright, I'm getting ahead of myself. Magenta terracotta. Light blue terracotta. Light blue does not deserve the same hatred as the ones down there. In fact, I use light blue. Yellow. Lime can be used on a golf course. Pink. I've never heard of pink terracotta in my life. Gray terracotta. It looks good. This block looks good. But don't call it gray. Not when it's clearly, very clearly brown. Same thing goes for light gray. That's just... What color even is that? A very, very light brown. Terracotta is just a very weird coloration of a bunch of blocks. It looks like room wallpaper. Cyan. Now, if you weren't a Minecraft expert, tell me which one is cyan terracotta. With that being said, I just had a sudden realization. I've been using cyan terracotta for this build. For the tier list build. Oh boy. It would be wrong of me not to give it an S tier. I mean, it's a good looking gray block. Purple. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. These look like the kind of colors that you'd see in a colorblind test. That's what they look like. Blue terracotta is not as bad. For some reason, terracotta does blue right. I mean, that's obviously blue, if not with a shade of purple. And that's obviously light blue. Kind of. Ah, brown terracotta. Don't we already have brown terracotta? I see. Gray terracotta is basically dark brown terracotta. With that being said, it's kind of funny to make poop blocks out of these. Green, red, black? Wait a second. There you go. These are all the blocks you need if you ever want to make hair. If you ever want to make brown hair. That's not black. Or at least it's not the direct color black. I feel like this entire segment has been racist. Red terracotta looks cool. And that's red. Take notes. You can make Rudolph's nose with that. Black terracotta. From a distance, it's pitch black, but that's it. Oh, look at this. Terracotta. This is a base block that we're all cursed. No, not exactly cursed. This is the block right there that starts that. I mean, why do you have to miscolor every single block? Whose idea was it to make a bunch of colors out of an orange block? No wonder it looks bad. Packed ice. I like packed ice. Ah. Packed ice is very good for making pathways. And it doesn't melt, meaning it's basically better ice. Glass. Alright. Interesting. White stained glass. Here we go. Have I reviewed glass yet? Yes, I have. Glass is a very important block in this game for making builds, but this looks like... Have you ever been in like a greenhouse? That's what that is. That's the greenhouse glass right there. I like it. It's not bad. It's not... Yeah. Orange. Now, Usually I'd give orange blocks, like, very terrible numbers, but orange looks good if you're trying to create, like, a fire. So that's its only use cases. And then this exists. Whose idea was it to bring magenta into the game? Light blue? Another decent color. Looks kind of like ice, actually. I like light blue. It's not bad. Yellow? Nobody ever makes their glass out of yellow. Why would you? Lime? Pink? Pink stained glass exists. I forgot about it. I've also forgot about lime stained glass. Gray stained glass and light gray. These aren't bad. Those I actually see myself using a lot. Cyan, purple, blue. Cyan looks really cool. Because I kind of like the color cyan, so I guess I'm going to place it up here. Purple. I've literally never made purple stained glass in my life. This is my first time even holding it. Blue. Brown. Who has ever made brown stained glass in their life? Ugh. It's like you're seeing everything through a poop lens. Actually, here's a funny prank idea. Replace your friend's normal glass for brown stained glass, or any of these stained glasses. See how long it takes for them to find out. In fact, I think I might do that after I'm done recording. Red stained glass, I like the color red. Black, I like the color black. Alright, Prismarine. Prismarine's a very weird block. Because it changes colors, and I don't like that. It makes it very hard to use. However, yeah. I actually kind of have to give it a very low rating. Because I just don't like the fact that it changes colors. However, Prismarine bricks is an amazing block. So is Dark Prismarine. You can make a lot of really cool looking stuff with that stuff. What was my grammar there? Prismarine stairs, Prismarine brick stairs, Dark Prismarine stairs. It's the same concept with the big bros. Except they're stairs. You know what? I'm gonna give Dark Prismarine stairs a lower rating because I don't want to deal with expanding the graph. Let's expand the graph again. Now, where were we? Right, the Prismarine family. Prismarine family's weird, but interesting. Best light source in the game. You cannot prove me wrong. Red sandstone. Huh, who uses red sandstone? Not me, that's for sure. I forgot these blocks even existed. Magma blocks. I would give this block a... So this does the same thing This does basically the same thing that soul sand does, except it brings you down. Now, on doing so, it brings you down on a surface that kind of hurts. And when it comes to transporting villagers, you don't want to use these with villagers, because you could potentially kill them. It's like, why? Yeah. They're cool because they have that function, but that's about it. They look interesting as well. I'm in decoration blocks. That'll be another video for another time. Nether wart blocks. Why, Mojang? Why can't you take these apart? Fix them. Actually, because it's warped, I'm gonna give it a higher level. With that being said, I'm never gonna use these. Red nether bricks. Alright. This is the big brother, or the better brother, of these. It's basically a red block that has many varieties. It's very fancy looking. And, again, it's fascinating. It's like a bunch of other these items that I've put up. It's just, yeah. Bone blocks. Oh boy, bone blocks. These blocks are very good, and I wish I could use these more. I also like the way that they look. They look very cool. I mean, it's basically a quartz pillar, but weirder? It's like an unchiseled quartz pillar. That's it! Yes! White concrete. Orange concrete. Nobody uses you. Magenta. Again, another case where nobody uses it. Light blue. Fascinating color. Yellow concrete. Good for making a sun. Lime concrete. I could see myself using it in like a slime build, but that's about it. Pink concrete. Forgot this existed. Gray concrete and light gray concrete. I feel like I would be doing this board a disservice by putting these any higher than an S or any lower than an S. That looks suspiciously like black concrete, but it's just a hair lighter. Cyan concrete, fascinating color. Cyan's just an interesting color to me, and I can't explain why, but I enjoy it. I wish I used it more. Purple concrete? Nah. Never heard of you. Blue concrete. Also a good color. Yes, I am basing these off colors. Brown. Well, brown sure as heck is a lot better than on any of these. Green concrete. Red concrete. Oh boy, and black concrete. You stare at this, you're staring at the void. Until you get close and you realize that this block is suspiciously more textured than the others. I'm disproving my own point here. Nonetheless, that's what black looks like. Take notes, whatever you are. Ah, yes, the powdered versions of all of these blocks. Oh boy. I'm just gonna give these the same rankings as their big brothers and sisters. And that ranking is, in this case, apparently terrible. Powder's just not as fun as a bunch of the other blocks. You kind of just get it in order to convert it. I kind of like the idea of converting it, though. That seems like a fun process. Yeah. Got a bunch more colors. I'm running out of room on the board again. That I see myself using more than some of the others. Brown. Why? Fine, I'll change the graph. And you know what? Just as a joke, we're bringing you in here. That's a lot of blocks. Ah. Perfect. I guess. Not really. Now that concrete is over with, let's look at dead coral. Alright, now everybody says that these blocks would look really good in pathways, including this. But when? When do you ever get these blocks? And why would you ruin such a beautiful block in order to get them? Just doesn't make sense. These blocks just represent death to me. You even have the name dead in them. You're just killing off a bunch of beautiful blocks that in most playthroughs aren't even fully obtainable. Now with that being said, tube, brain, bubble, fire, and horn coral are very, like, I wish I obtained these in my worlds more. I I like them. I like the names too. You got bubble coral, fire coral, horn coral, brain coral, bubble coral. I can forgive the noise that they make, but dang, they look cool. Blue ice. Blue ice is interesting because if you make a pathway out of this, A, you are rich because it takes 90 of those. Ha, I got it. Takes 90 something of those in order to get this. Blue ice is more slippery. It's basically 9 packed ice. Never mind. It takes 80 ice in order to make this. You've got to be rich in order to have it, but it's well worth it. If you have an ice farm, get yourself some blue coral and make yourself the fastest path in the game. S tier. Ah, granite. And a bunch of the other stair blocks that I've done things on already. Where did I put granite all those years ago? All at the beginning of the video. At a C tier. Humble C tier. This block is orange. I don't like orange. I put the stone brick version of these in S tier. Ah. Smooth sandstone quartz. Smooth quartz. Oh, smooth quartz. I like smooth quartz. Smooth sandstone. Where did I place you all those years ago? I don't know. I'm gonna give it an A tier. It has a decent texture. Smooth quartz, however, has the best. Up next is granite stairs. Now, let me remember where I put granite on this tier list. Oh, down there? Okay. I mean, I think I've certainly put worse blocks there, but I just never seem to use granite, and it doesn't have a good use case. Actually, I don't even know if granite's used in many recipes. Oh, here, let me get a telescope. This is how big this tier list is now. I have to use a telescope in order to reach, or in order to see what I put all the way back there. Oh, geez. It's granite. This is a D tier. Alright. Now that that's out of the way, I think I remember putting andesite middle of the line. It's basically just a worst stone. Mm-hmm. Yep, there it is. Oh, coarse dirt. So yeah. Um, yeah, it basically just looks like a worst stone. Good for texturing. Oh, red nether bricks. I remember I put these somewhere. Ah, there you are. A fascinating color that I kind of wish I used more, but I don't have wart or nether bricks on my on any of my survival bases ever. This has got to be an S tier, right? I've used this more times than I could ever care to count. No, it's a A tier. I guess I gotta keep it consistent, although I kind of disagree with my past self now. Alright, diorite stairs. This is the bird poop block. Nobody likes, well, some people like the bird poop block. Right, I put it appropriately down here. Cobbled deep slate. Was this S tier? Oh, it's A tier, which makes sense. Yeah, that's a good place for it. Yeah. Up next is polished deep slate. I'm just gonna go through the rest of the deep slate. Um, right, that's polished deep slate. So, sorry. I forgot where I put it, but I'm pretty sure this goes there. This goes there. Hmm. I'm basically just putting the stair variants where their normal forms are because I don't know. Um, Smooth red sandstone. It's not even red. That's what bothers me the most about this block. It's just orange. Mossy stone brick. Anything that just is stone brick always belongs up in S tier because it's one of my favorite blocks to use and it's always useful. It can go from modern to medieval, or from medieval to modern. Forgive me. Um, Mossy cobblestone. I forgot where I put this. I'm pretty sure I put it very high up on the tier list because it used to be a rare block, but now it isn't. Ah, there it is. Yeah, middle of the road. Sounds like the place for mossy cobblestone. Alright, next up is polished diorite. I remember liking polished diorite better. Yeah, well, not that better. And stone? I'm fascinated with the endstone color. I don't know why. It's just... huh. That being said, it's not too special. Smooth sandstone. Sandstone's just a solid block. Oh, I put it up high. What did I put there? Oh dear. Chances are this was red nether brick. Sorry if I got that wrong. uh, whoopsie daisies. Oh wait, it was the red nether brick stairs. That's right. Yeah. Smooth quartz slab. We all know where this belongs. Anything that's quartz belongs in S tier. It's just the best block to be using. Ah, they made slabs of this. That way poop your bird poop can be even more detailed. This is kind of obvious where I put it. Right next to the stairs as well. I'm really doing these out of order here. Andesite. I remember putting you a little bit higher. I put you up in B tier. Because that's what you are, is a B tier block. And so is red nether brick. Does this work like stone slabs? Ah, I see how it is. Okay. It didn't do the cool double stacking thing like it does with stone slabs. Cobbled deep slate. And then there's polished deep slate slabs. Just the deep slate family is very good. This should hopefully be the last time I have to expand the tier list. Dried kelp block. This block is very difficult to use in any builds. The only reason to have this block around is because it's actually a decent fuel source. And the items in order to make this are actually pretty easy to get. In fact, once you get one kelp block, you can make many more. So, yeah. Kelp blocks are a worthwhile thing to invest in, especially early game, because, like, they're really good fuel source. With that being said, there are other things that outclass it, so I'm just gonna put it in an A tier. It's only a block that you want to use for, like, it's a resource block. It's not really fancy. Crying obsidian. Oh, this block looks so cool. I wish that this would work like normal obsidian instead of being respawn anchor, just the respawn anchor block, but it does look really cool. Blackstone. We're getting into the Blackstone family, aren't we? Oh. Blackstone is like these Blackstone are like an A tier. They work very similar towards cobblestone, Although they don't copy every single recipe. Blackstone stairs, same thing. Gilded blackstone is extremely rare, and if you have this, like, wasn't there like a bug where you could have like infinite golden nuggets because of this? I think I have to like fortune 3 it. Slash enchant fortune 3. Did I make a mistake? I did. And then just... Eh. Maybe that's not how it works. Do I have to silk touch it? Let's see about this one. I'm gonna have to check out that one later. Either way, though, Blackstone is rare, and it works well actually with a lot of builds. It's a block that I wish I had more of. Did I already? Yeah. Polished Blackstone also looks cool, but also belongs in A tier. Chiseled polished Blackstone. I guess I'm expanding the tier list even more. I guess I had to expand the tier list one last time. I feel like an idiot. Now, as I've said before, anything brick related in general is just gonna be a good block. This especially goes well with like a dark castle theme. I honestly, I wish I had more Blackstone because I like using it. Yeah. So we're here, aren't we? This is the last block. Look at this tier list. You can tell that I like more blocks than I hate blocks. I'm looking at you. Wait, did I really put nether wart or wart blocks down there? Oh, wow, I did. Where does cracked blackstone go? The texture looks horrible, but it's cracked. It goes well if you're detailing these builds, but you can't over detail it with this. I guess I'm just gonna put it in A tier. So yeah, that's that's it. That's everything. Um, let's run through everything again. Like, oh, that's right. I put it on the glow item frame. Oh boy, that's one long tier list as well. Oh man, this took forever. And I'm so happy I managed to get it done. So yeah, if you like this kind of content, then please give it a like, and yeah, I'm gonna be doing more of the tier lists. Probably next will be either decoration blocks. Ooh, that's gonna be another long one. Or I might do miscellaneous. which is probably going to be a shorter one. I think I might do miscellaneous next. But yeah. Hope you guys had a good time watching this video. This is probably a bit longer than usual. So yeah. Uh have a good day.